first step will be to play the melody. And you can do it with the fingering, but at the very beginning, I would just use any finger to get that sound. And the netting pedal. I start quietly. I bring it over and end quieter. Now this one, I make more, and then this less. Maybe tenderly. Now this one, I'm going to act like I'm reaching. I brought the other hand in so I can get the sound. I'll do it again. Cooper is just enjoying it. Oh. Here he is. He likes the melody too. So you never know what happens when you do a melody. All right. You could also do it with the fingering, but that's going to take a little more thinking. Maybe you have to write it out. You could do that when you feel like, you have the time. You could take a copy. But here it is with the fingering, because I'm imagining playing the other notes. So I have to get the same sound. Get that pinky on there. That's hard to do. Now look at the slide. A little quieter now. This fingering's funny. I have the pedal, and I have to come all the way over to there. Now this one's a big jump. Notice I'm not trying to connect them. I'm using the pedal. Play around with that sound. This one's a little different. I slide. Now this one I'm going to make reaching. Again, look, I just move over and then way down. And maybe a little more pleading. And then reach, ritardando, and linger. All right, so you can take a lot of time doing that. Now the left hand, you've got the stems going down, so we hear, This is called a counter melody or a harmonic background. Ooh, did I hit a wrong note? Yep, now I'm going to go mark it. It's a D. Here, I'm going to get it right. There it is. And then E flat and down to the... Doesn't make much sense. Oops, just move it over a little bit. I could add that pedal. Here's that D flat. You can imagine that you are perhaps a cellist, and that's the part you have to learn. And so when the cellist is learning that part, the cellist is hearing the melody as they're learning these beautiful notes. But we, the pianist, can put them together, and that would be the next step. I could use the fingering, or I could use any fingering. It's up to where you are at, because you're not cementing it yet. You're doing oral games. Here we go. Isn't that interesting? if it had been a D flat. It would sound real. Now, see, so I'm kind of teaching my ear that it's but it goes on. Back to that D natural. And then there's the stretch. Did you notice I let go in the left hand? This B flat. All right, we've done all that, so now it's time to do that middle part. Now the middle part is a shared melody. I could try to do the fingering, and if you need to write it in because you need to stop and start, write it in. But most of the time the left hand is going to be using a 2 and 1. I mean, I'm going through it, just sort of checking it. So what I'm doing is I'm blocking those intervals. I'm going to add that. This one, big one. Yeah, there's a 3-1 there. See, I'm just quickly going through them. You can go much slower. This one is a sweet. And the other one, again, I could block them. Notice I'm using the bottom of my hand. I'm not sure this is the fingering, but most likely it is. This is a great way to get those flats into your head. An E flat. Pretty much the same 2 notes. And then I'm going to do that measure. I might even, that fingering's better. And 1, 2. And then, look at that funny fingering. I might have to spend a little time on that. Look at this funny fingering. It goes up to here, and then you're back. Again, I'm blocking. Yes, that's C flat. Again, you can take as much time as you need to get to know these. I'm doing an overview, but you can break it down into small pieces. All right, so I've spent time on blocking. I could also block them this way. I could also roll them. Next measure. Notice those C flats. And then back in. Then I listen. I might notice what changes. You see how that middle part kind of, but nothing else changed. It's the same thing. Oh. Hey, that saves me a lot of time when I realize that this is being repeated. And then I do want to spend time on this. So that middle section, I may want to spend extra time. Okay, we'll talk about this measure. It's very expressive. Here I go on. There's that C flat. Oh, that's like the beginning. In fact, nothing new. Good news. And there's that first D flat. Notice the chromatic motion. Again, I might pull these out. Right, so I've done all that kind of work. And yeah, I could still do something where now I'll play it as written. Notice I'm using the thumbs and the 2s as I work on this. lot, that could be enough for, you know, one practice session. Now I want to start getting the technical of getting the hand to actually play this stuff. The pedal is going to be important because if I take it out, I might end up with this. You know, and there's tension there. And I don't want, you know, I'm going to need to get that off. But I don't want to stress it. So I might put the pedal down so I can let go. To do in one sitting, and yeah, you're going to be working on that for quite a while, getting the hand comfortable, adding the pedal, and then you could do that with the other hand. Notice I'm letting go and let it ring. The pedal is following the harmonic movement. I change it here, yeah, and then I move down to here. Big enough, but I'm not holding on to anything. Again, I might use this. Finally, I might start to put the chords, and I'll do it slowly. Now, if that's too much, maybe we'll just do this. The pedal's down, so I don't have to hold anything. But here, I do kind of have to hold that because I'm going to change the pedal here. But notice to relieve any tension, I let go. Here I can let go of everything. Because of that tie, I have to hold that bottom. Stop here because that's plenty to think about.